What's up, everyone? Welcome to Crash Desktop. Playing some Flight Simulator again. Prepping myself over here. This is gonna do, you know, kind of relaxing flights. Reviewing some information here. Yeah. Very cool, very cool. Trying something too. I've had some problems with the rudders, and I finally found the sensitivity menu. And I've adjusted that. So we're gonna see. I've put a pretty aggressive curve on them. Hopefully that won't be, you know, a problem. But yeah, I've got a little flight plan here. So let's see. I'm gonna take off. I haven't gone to San Francisco yet. I'm gonna take off from San Francisco International. Gonna head up this way. This is just a custom marker. We're gonna make a turn. We're gonna fly out over Richmond and then head this way and land on the other side of the bay at Hayward Executive. Take about 22 minutes. And this is all just really to practice stuff. I got some flight procedure notes over here. I'm gonna be practicing things. You know, we'll kind of just roll with it. So our flight plan is taking off. We're gonna head currently on a 0-degree heading, then we're going to switch to 318-degree heading. Pretty much climb for 8 minutes. I did the math, that's like 370-something feet per minute, depending on how we do it. We'll probably climb faster than that, honestly. And then we cruise. 3 minutes to get to Richmond from there, and then another 13 minutes to descend and reach that place. So, let's rock. I'll practice things. Hopefully, this doesn't go stupid. We'll mess with it. Just felt like I needed to practice more. Work on the basics. Nothing too fancy tonight. I have a feeling this is going to be a bit of a low frame rate fest. Near the city, though.
San Francisco Tower, Cesna Charlie 2 Delta at runway 28 right, ready for takeoff departure.
A little foggy.
East.
So this is the normal Model 172. I haven't even been in this thing yet. Let's take a peek at what we got. That's interesting. Is that like a little... What we got here? It's just a very simple nav thing. I like it. Very simple autopilot. I like that too. That's cool. And then our rotational gauges. Let's take a look at something here real quick. What do we got? Yada 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 yada. Here's the flaps on this thing anyway. There's like a lever. I don't even know. There they are. What are they set to right now? What I find interesting... Yeah, see? What I find interesting is looking at takeoff procedure. It's actually flaps at 0 degrees? I don't know if I trust that. It's kind of weird. You could try it. Typically, this configures you with your flaps down. I don't know what that's about. But we're gonna try it. I'm gonna follow this little thing here and see if it's stupid or not. It may not even be right. They indicate what direction the wind's going. It looks like nowhere, basically. Yada yada yada. Yep, 55 knots indicated airspeed. Pull back. Optic cowling on the horizon. 70 to 80 knots indicated airspeed is our climb speed. Okay, well, we'll give it a go. Looks like we're shooting for about at minimum 2,300 RPMs. Can handle that. Oh, hey, there goes the plane. All right, let's rock. Off. Yeah, it's a little. That seems a little less stupid. Okay, let's roll. Oh yeah, way better.
Cessna Charlie to Delta, continue for east departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Neat.
San Francisco Tower, Cessna Charlie to Delta, continue for east departure.
Should have a little better indication of where I'm at here. All right, so that's the bay. I think. It's like a northerly direction, basically.
Cessna Charlie to Delta, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. San Francisco Tower, Cessna Charlie to Delta,
Ooh,
frequency change. Norgal approach, Cessna Charlie to Delta is type Cessna Skyhawk, 2 miles northwest of San Francisco, 1,300 feet.
Ooh.
Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. Cessna Charlie to Delta, Norgal approach. Squawk 7126. Squawk 7126, Cessna Charlie to Delta. Cessna Charlie to Delta, radar contact 3 miles northwest of San Francisco, 1,600 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
This looks really cool right now.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace, Cessna Charlie to Delta.
Let's just go along this way. Very cool. Oh, these procedures seem to be good. All right, right before we get to where we want to go, we level down and we accelerate to 100. Indicated. Like right about now. Well, a smidge more. There we go. A little higher than I wanted to be, but that's okay. Cool view, though. Look at that. We need to get this bad boy trimmed a bit. Oh, there's the bridge. Neat. All this. There we go. Look at that. Awesome view. Let's activate the autopilot. Put it in. Does it not do level mode? Alright, whatever. Sweet. This is so cool. Hey, look, there's a boat. I'm impressed. A little turbulence. We need to kind of get back over here. That looks so cool. Get back on our track, too. What were we looking at with our nav log? That's not our nav log. This is our nav log. So cool. That's really neat. I like it. Look at our VFR map. Oh, cool. They like plotted a curved course for us. I'm impressed. Let's head over that way.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, you're leaving my airspace. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Cessna Charlie 2 Delta. Approach Cessna Charlie 2 Delta is type Cessna Skyhawk 10 miles northwest of November Golf Zulu. Request flight following. Cessna Charlie 2 Delta approach. Squawk 2771. Squawk 2771 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta. Cessna Charlie 2 Delta radar contact 10 miles northwest of
Look how
November
cool
Golf
that
Zulu,
is.
3,000
Oh my gosh.
feet. Altimeter 29.93.
Awesome.
Copy Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Yeah, cool. There. Oh, neat. A little turbulence here. I might want to make my curve even more aggressive. I don't know. Wish I could have a sense of what it's like in a real aircraft, but I haven't been in one of these, so. At our nav here, we need to kind of make a turn anyway. There's Richmond. This is really cool right now. Very cool. Everything's looking good. Kind of like cut our thing there, but that's okay. We'll make a turn here momentarily. This is really pretty. I like everything about this area. Alright, let's bank. It's probably adjust my sensitivity a little more aggressively after this. It's hard to maintain like a level configuration with just a smidge of rudder. It still feels like way too sensitive down there. I think it should be more aggressive. I don't know how that is in real life though, so that's the problem. Hey, how's it going? Suppose I should start descending. Power to 2000 RPM. I know that feeling.
Cessna Charlie to Delta. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Cessna Charlie to Delta approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Cleared through Charlie airspace, Cessna Charlie to Delta.
Where's the airport I'm heading to? Maybe that's it.
Tower Cessna Charlie to Delta is 11 miles northwest with Sierra to land. Cessna Charlie to Delta Tower. Fly left downwind runway 28 right. Altimeter 29.9 tree wind calm.
Well, where the hell is it?
Make left traffic runway 28 right Cessna Charlie to Delta.
All right, so it's out there. Oh, I see it. I can see somebody coming off of it, actually. Which one are we going to? 126. All right, let's pull up a bit. Just a smidge. There we go. It's down here in the fog. This is going to be kind of a mess. Okay, that's not the one. Where the hell is this thing? Yeah, it's gonna be down here in the fog. That's annoying. If it's truly in the fog, I'm gonna probably divert and go to that one we just passed. AOAK. Let's do that. First, we need to turn off our guy doing it, or he'll just do it again. Okay. Let me look at my landing procedure real quick. I also need this damn thing to... Normal landing. Okay. Too many things going on. Cancel.
Tower Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, cancel landing intention. Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, your cancellation is received. Hayward Airport information, Sierra 0000 Zulu. Wind calm. Oakland Tower Cessna Charlie 2 Delta is 4 miles southeast with Sierra to land. Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, Oakland Tower Airport is currently IFR. Request denied.
Really? Alright. Well, let's try to land at this stupid thing.
Tower Cessna Charlie 2 Delta is 3 miles northwest with Sierra to land. Cessna Charlie 2 Delta Tower. Enter left downwind runway 28 right. Altimeter 29.9 tree wind calm.
Okay.
Make left downwind runway 28 right Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Okay. Need to get out into the correct position here. I think we're gonna have to go around. and re-enter the pattern because I kind of goofed that, but that's okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm reading a thing over here that's telling me how to do this. Okay, we'll try. Oh my gosh. Okay. About slightly further. All right, let's try. 1500 RPM.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta cleared to land runway 28 right. Wind calm. Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, did you hear my last transmission? Cleared to land runway 28 right, Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Turn base. I can't even tell where the frickin' thing is. This is not legitimate. Like, sorry. Not gonna work. Already way off. I don't know what the hell this game thinks it's doing right now. Yeah. All right. Okay, so we need to just scope this out. Can we zoom this little bastard in a little bit? Put your torque. I was hoping for a chill flight, as the title claimed, and that we were going to land practice, and instead it's screwing me profusely, so that's cool. No, no, we're too high. We're too high. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? I'm done with this. Now I know where I'm at. Jesus. Okay. See if we can do this now. Okay. Damn. Overshot a good bit. Let's see what we can do with that. We got it back in control here.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta contact ground on 121.4. Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, did you hear my last transmission?
They really need
Cessna Charlie
voice
2
control.
Delta.
I'm gonna need that. I think I can make that happen. I could probably... I have access to a piece of software, can't for the life of me remember the name of. It was from playing Elite Dangerous, and it was in this complex macro system where you do voice-activated macros, and it's freaking cool. And they had all kinds of celebrities doing, like, the computer voice for you, and I had William Shatner as my computer voice, and it made me very happy. It could do really complex things. I've spilled water on myself. Like, you could, like, tell it to set you up for different things and stuff in Elite Dangerous, so you just give them a command, and it would, like, set your configuration for coming into land, and then wait, and then do things at the appropriate times. It was really cool. I'm going to figure out what that was again, and I'm going to install it again, and I'm going to look at making a macro set for this game so I can communicate with ATC just by voice, because it was very good. And you could make custom profiles for it. You didn't have to use their specific thing, like their voice pack. It was basically a voice pack and a set of commands configured for this. But for this, I don't think it would take me very long to make. Because you basically just need to do things like, like tune ground, and then it would hit number 1, tune ATIS, hit number 2, ground services number 3, that kind of thing. So I just need to go through the comm stack, and I could get it to at least do those with basic commands. So this would come up, I would say it, it would click that, we'd move on with our lives. And it would make my life way better in this game, so I'm going to do that. Not right now, obviously, but I'm going to work on this. This is a project now.
Ground Cessna Charlie 2 Delta request taxi to parking. Cessna Charlie 2 Delta taxi to General Aviation parking via taxiway cross runway 28 right Alpha Charlie.
Oh, cool. This one I can actually see the damn signage because the Cessna has such good...
Taxiing to General Aviation parking via taxiway cross runway 28
I'm excited
right
now.
Alpha
I want
Charlie,
to do
Cessna
that.
Charlie 2 Delta.
I am stoked. Park this bad boy. I should be able to set that up in probably like an hour or two of work, I think. On my own time. I think it's going to be swell. And then I'll make a video on how to do it. Because why not? What a strange approach to parking. Cool. We parked. Okay. Okay. Need to send a message. Okay. Successful flight. That was actually good practice. Granted, I was lost. So that was the thing that would clearly not be that would have had to be instrument flying rules, right? Because you can't see the runway at all. So I would have been screwed. And then that other airport was just straight up in the clear, and they're like, "Get the hell out of here. We're instrument flying rules only." We should have just landed there. Screw the system, man. Go to the main menu. We're just gonna keep at it. I like this simpler nav system in this little guy. I want to also practice its autopilot features, but then I'm going to switch to the fancy new one with the Garmin thing, because that's just great. And I like Garmin navigators. I have one on my motorcycle, and it's wonderful. So I'm a fan. And you would think, yeah, that's nothing like this. But they actually have very, very similar like designs to the point that you can kind of know your way around, at least. And that like horizon view thing is actually identical to something you can do on the motorcycle version of it, which is kind of cool, where it gives you a fake ground to look at if you're instrument flying. I don't know, I thought that was neat. All right, we need to go to live. Why you do that? It's not 1:42 a.m. Stop being stupid. Is it? No, it's not. Let's go back. How did I end up in that, like, awesome mode? It is 100% not that time over there right now. All right. I'm just gonna confirm that I'm not insane. It's currently 6:43 p.m. in San Francisco. Thank you very much, you stupid thing, you. Wonder if it's like, hey buddy, what time is it right now in your part of the world? Okay, I don't want to go there. So we were here. I vote we do like a reverse of what we just did. That was really cool. We could go up to this Alameda one. We could just do like a short thing and get a bit of landing practice in. Thank you. All right. That live weather is just cool. So let's do this. We'll set this one as our departure. And then we'll do this Alameda one. Or does that have it? Okay, so it'll just be a straight in. Like, we're going to take off at this one. And then we're not going to have a departure, apparently, because reasons. Literally a little 5-minute hop. What's our nav log? We're going up to... no, we're going up to 1,800 feet. Thank you very much, because that worked basically flawlessly. And then we're gonna hop right over there, and then we'll take off, and we can fly around over the city a little bit, look at things. But maybe take the boat plane and land in the water. But I want to mess with the Cessna too. It's got a good view. Put all my stuff back to normal. Looking good. Oh, I did say I wanted to make the response curve on the pedals a little more aggressive. So, or rather, well, the result would be a little less aggressive. I don't know. I might have to ask some real pilots how that is. Like how aggressive these pedals should be, because it feels like I have no fine-tuned control. Unless you like really mess with it. That's what I need to look at, is what's the curve on the yoke, because the yoke curve is pretty non-aggressive. In fact, you really got to work at it to get it to do things, which is fine. I actually feel like it could be slightly more sensitive, in my opinion, but at least maybe in the pitch axis, or rather less sensitive. It feels very sensitive in pitch.
Tower Cessna Charlie 2 Delta at runway 28 left, ready for takeoff west.
Do our controls real quick. We were going to change this. Let's reference. All right, so those are at 70%. So let's set this one up higher. I set this one to 33% and it didn't feel sufficient. Let's do like 45 or maybe 50. Keep working at it till it feels right.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta cleared for
That's a cool view.
runway.
Okay. How are we looking here? I like zooming that in a smidge. I'm gonna try to navigate with just what I've got. Just this itty bitty silly screen. But we basically know where we're going. Let's just rock. Brakes off. Full power. Give it a little bit of pedal. Oh, that's way better on the ground. Good gosh. Like, way better. Okay. There we go. Got a little bit lined back up again. We're in the proper config for this. Looks like we're following our map more or less. More or less being the key term.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, continue for west departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
We're not really climbing much, to be completely honest with you. We'll keep it at about 75-ish.
Tower Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, continue for west departure.
A little higher. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, leveling out. Back it off to 2300. Nope, come on.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Tower Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, frequency change. Norcal approach Cessna Charlie 2 Delta is type Cessna Skyhawk.
All right,
3
I gotta
miles
get this
northwest of
dialed
Hayward,
in. Let's do
800
this.
feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, Norcal approach. Squawk 0071.
Squawk 0071 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
No, just send.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, radar contact 3 miles southeast of Oakland, 1,000 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Maintain on navigation.
Yeah, I've got to fix that.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace, Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Jeez. Okay, we have successfully set the damn trim. Jeez. It just fought us and fought us and fought us. You know. Yeah, I feel like I have a little more fine control of this thing now. Not much. Needs to be just enough. Take a little pressure off of it for turning purposes. Rest. We'll stop
Tower
landing.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, 5 miles southeast to land.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta Tower. Enter left downwind runway 13. Altimeter 29.9er to wind 211 at 5.
Make left downwind runway 13 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Okay, okay. Okay. That looks like the runway. But they're saying to enter the pattern A left traffic pattern? That just seems dumb to me. I don't know. But I think that's what they want, so we'll give it to them. Get further out, just a smidge. I think I was just supposed to land in straight, but whatever. Yeah, it's like, how do you approach that? You can't approach that. All right, what we're gonna do.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta cleared to land runway 13.
Yeah, I guess.
Wind 211 at 5.
Okay. Never mind. I take it all back.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, did you copy?
Cleared to land runway 13 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Okay. Way too high, but that's okay.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, turn next taxiway. Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, contact ground on 121.65.
Going to 121.65 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta. Ground Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, taxi to parking.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway cross runway 7 Charlie.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway cross runway 7 Charlie Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
There it is. The map. What is that wacky building? Oh, it's a boat. It's like a harbor stuff. That's cool. Look at that view. Look at the view. Oh my god. That's amazing. Absolutely stellar. So cool. Alright, so next flight, I'm gonna make it slightly longer so I can test autopilot features on this bad boy. There's a plane parked there. Oh, this parking is cool. Mission accomplished. Let's set something up a little bit longer. The pedals felt a little bit better. Alright, let's look. We were at this one. Look at that mess. Oh my gosh. A lot of people going to that one. What if we landed at this thing? Then we're gonna set like a waypoint right here or something. Let me set a waypoint. Oh my gosh. It's weird about that. I don't get that. How strange. It's like only certain things can be set as waypoints. Seems weird. No, I don't. Well, that's okay. It's fine. This seems reasonable. Heading 154 degrees, 286. So we should be taking off, heading over there, and then it'd be like if you could set your, like, I want to do this stuff, you know what I mean? Let's do 3,000 feet and that should work. There you go. Blah blah blah. Heading 286. 7 minutes to the custom marker. Coolies. That's weird. Was it okay? That's the speed you'll be at when you reach that point, not the speed you should be on the way there. That makes more sense. And then which heading was it? It was... I almost want to make this longer. Like, that's not long enough. You know what? That's a bit too much. It's so weird how it, like, decides what you're gonna do. I don't know. I'll tell you what, let's just ignore this. We know how to get there. And we'll do it. In the meantime, we're gonna fly right over the city. Waiting and waiting. There we
Tower
go.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta ready at runway 13 straight out departure.
Close that for now. All right. So here's some things. We've got that. This has our comms and our navs. Okay. This is actually a Garmin system. That's kind of fun. Selected altitude. Altitude hold a reference. Course, approach, nav, and heading. Cool. We'll play around with it. Let's get this thing up to altitude. Well, we'll go fly around and look at the city. So we're gonna want to turn around. Cool. Okay. Keep on climbing. So cool.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Blah 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 blah. You do that.
Tower Cessna Charlie 2 Delta frequency
Alright.
change.
Let's level
Normal
off.
approach Cessna Charlie 2 Delta is type Cessna Skyhawk 4 miles south of November Golf Zulu 2,000 feet.
Back this bad boy down to
transition Bravo
2300.
airspace.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, Norcal approach. Squawk Tree 242.
Squawk Tree 242 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, radar contact 4 miles south of November Golf Zulu 2,100 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Maintain on navigation.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Okay. We got this bad boy leveled off. What happens if we turn it off? Is it already trimmed and everything? It sure ain't. That's okay though. Oh boy, look at that. Cool city. I like the boat in the harbor. That's really neat. Okay, okay. Big damn city. Wow. There's a cruise ship. That's cool.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, you're leaving my airspace radar. Service terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Cessna Charlie 2 Delta. Norgal approach Cessna Charlie 2 Delta is type Cessna Skyhawk 6 miles west of November Golf Zulu. Request flight following.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, Norgal approach. Squawk 4121.
Squawk 4121 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, radar contact 6 miles west of November Golf Zulu, 2,000 feet. Altimeter 29.92.
Copy Cessna
We have a
Charlie
nice
2
view
Delta.
here. You look really good. Awesome. Very cool. Odd graphical issue. Alright, well let's test this here simple autopilot out. So what do we got? We got heading, we got nav, we got approach, we got altitude. That's interesting. Wonder what that did. Change our altitude. Inoperable. Intriguing. I don't think that's gonna work. It's definitely not safe. Yeah, it's gonna... Look at this. It's stalling us. What are you doing? Cut it out. It just straight up wants to crash us. All right. What is happening right now? What did it actually adjust our trim? It's like the controls went insane.
Norcal approach Cessna Charlie 2 Delta. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta Norcal approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
I don't know what I did. What is this thing doing?
Cleared through Bravo airspace Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, you're leaving my airspace. Resume on navigation. Contact Norcal approach on 128.325.
Going to 128.325 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta. Norcal approach Cessna Charlie 2 Delta 3,100.
I don't know what it's doing.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta Norcal approach.
This is insane.
Altimeter 29.902.
Just hold altitude.
Norcal approach Cessna Charlie 2 Delta. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta Norcal approach. Cleared through the Bravo airspace.
Cleared through Bravo airspace Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
This thing is insane. Good to know. Wow. What an intriguing system. That's pretty bad. Now we know. Jeez. It's like, wonder why it's alerting. Okay. What an odd thing. Seems like it's doing it. Let's see what it does. Okay. Well, somebody did tell me that vertical speed mode will straight up kill you if you're not careful, so. Now we know. I was gonna say it should start leveling us out, I think. But will it? Looks like it is. Okay, yeah. That can make altitude changes. Let's change our heading. You see something on the course selector. Oh, the 80 app. Ew, what does that do? Yeah, I was just looking at something on it. Like, I've never quite figured this thing out, but I wanted to see something real quick. Something I was, Gotcha, that's what I was figuring. Yep, okay, cool. I was confirming that. Thank you. I gotcha. I figured as much, considering it's like this little janky looking dial that doesn't really do too much. But I was wondering if it matched up to up there where it was saying our... I figured that was our heading, and I wanted to confirm it. How's it going, by the way? So let's tell this thing to change our heading, in any event. Where are you going, buddy? Not too shabby. Ah. Okay, okay. I'm like trying to learn this like exceedingly non-fancy thing. Gotcha. Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, so this is a much simpler version of it. I like it. That's fun. Thank you. I wouldn't even notice that. I never noticed that was there. Yeah, it's going well. Kind of a long week, but you know, life. Got to play for like 4 hours last weekend though. That was fun.
Resume on navigation. Contact Norcal approach on 124.325.
All right, let's just
Going
give
to
it some commands.
124.325 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta. Norcal approach Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, 3,500 feet.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta Norcal approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.92.
Yeah, I was like doing, checking out sightseeing and whatnot, doing some like bush plane shenanigans. I love the Cubs. The Cubs are awesome. And then I did a hop across the English Channel from London to Paris. That was really cool. Which I want to try that again. It was very fun in a TBM. And then I was going to fly across Japan, but it was getting late, and I was getting progressively worse at this game the more tired I was, so I decided to call it there. I did, however, I flew over Mount Fuji. The path from the Tokyo airport to the Osaka airport goes almost directly over the tip top of Mount Fuji. Very cool. Gave me an idea of some funny flight simulator shenanigans. Would be to see how close we can get to the top of things and have the autopilot just hold our level and then set it and then see if it's really accurate or not. Because it seemed like it was, but I gotta try that sometime. It'll be really, really fun. So I'm gonna take this off of heading mode. And I'm gonna set my own heading first. We'll go south. I'm just like running through some tests with this, really. I'm gonna put it back in heading mode. Yeah. I don't know. I have noticed, I flew... Whoa, that guy's up there. I was flying the Cub.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta contact Norcal approach on 128.325.
That does a good job.
Going to 128.325
I
Cessna
flew the
Charlie
Cub
2 Delta.
around
Norcal
Glacier
approach
National
Cessna
Park.
Charlie 2 Delta, 3,500 feet.
And
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta Norcal approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
I think they're done. Okay. I flew the Cub around Glacier National Park, and I definitely noticed a good bit of turbulence when I was near the sides, specifically the sides of mountains. So it may be doing something, but I don't know what. Alright, so let's set a new heading and then we'll tell it to change altitude as well. Can it do multiple things at the same time? That's probably not a good plan, really, would be my thought process. Nice, okay, well, we'll try it. Do a course correction and put you on heading. Yeah, that's cool. Very neat. Okay, well, I think that's all the autopilot testing on this system we can really accomplish. It's pretty bare bones. It is nice to fly this thing with the steam gauges, though, the analog gauges. I like it. Oh, I've had an amazing idea. I'm gonna mess with this. So I'm getting annoyed with the ATC menu. It's excellent. It's a wonderful thing. I love it, but it's annoying to be like I'm in the middle of trying to land the plane and this guy's jabbering and making me hit buttons. And we don't have voice recognition yet in the game. There's a piece of software. I gotta look up what the name of it was. I had it for Elite Dangerous and I bought it, and it was like a complex, it was a voice recognition software with macros where you could set different commands that you would say and it would run a macro. And then the thing you were buying was the software and then a pack of macros they'd built specifically for Elite Dangerous tied to a voice, and they had like professional voice actors. Like I had William Shatner was my computer in Elite Dangerous. It was great. It was as good as you would expect it to be. And I was messing around with that. It's awesome, and you don't have to use that. You can set custom things. So I think what I'm going to do one of these days, when I have a little extra time, is sit down and find that software again, because I still own it. I just got to download it, reinstall it, set up a new profile, and create a couple of custom commands to run me through the ATC menu with voice commands, so I can literally just be like, do the thing, and then it'll hit the buttons and run the ATC menu for me. It should be awesome. And like, there's not a lot else to it really, because it'll just be opening the menu and then saying something. So I'm gonna do that for sure. If I can get it to work, I'll probably do a video on YouTube of how to do that. I don't know if you can share profiles for that or not. That'd be pretty cool too. So there was a little airport I was gonna go to. Yeah, no. Okay, VATSIM I've heard of. What is Pilot Edge? go back to this one. Yeah, let's cross the city again and re-land at NGZ, something like this.
Tower Cessna Charlie 2 Delta 13 miles west to land.
Cessna Charlie 2
Ooh,
Delta
oh,
Tower.
okay, yes. I know Vatsum, I didn't know about the other one.
Altimeter
That's so
29er,
cool.
decimal 9er to wind 210 at
No,
5.
I've heard of it before, and it's such an awesome thing.
Enter left base runway 13 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
So how does that work? Did the ATC people like have an in-game map of what's going on that they're looking at while they're doing this? Because that's just like amazing to me. That's really cool. All right, we need to set a heading. Turn heading off. We need to go pretty much straight east. Or rather, yeah, straight east. No, not OBS mode. I don't want that. Wrong button. Runway 13. Gotcha. That's so cool. That's so cool. It should have us more or less lined up on it. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna get like set up coming in on this thing. That's the plan, man. I think I've settled on a 3080. I don't know what model yet. I don't know if I want to do a Founders or maybe just an EVGA. I'm fond of EVGA. All of my cards have been them, and I've been very pleased with them. But I don't know how much those are yet. They won't tell us. It's obnoxious. They're not telling us these things. It makes me sad. I do like the Founders Edition card. I think it's a neat... Is that what they're running? Okay. Well, I mean, I know that's the price for the Founders, but typically isn't EVGA a little more expensive? Maybe? I would expect it to be. I mean, I should be fine. I was saving up for this, so I'm good in that general price range, but it's like... It'd be nice if they'd tell us. Gotcha, yeah. There's actually a micro center literally like 20 minutes from my house, if even that. Which is the best. Like I would actually, having a micro center that close to my house, I would weight that, I would weight that choosing to move somewhere. Like, I like this place, but is it close to micro center? Like, seriously, it's
Clear to
wonderful.
land runway 13 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Ooh, fun. We should be able to find out from then. Alright, so I think we need to prep to land. This is like a straight in kind of deal. Not a pattern, which is what I've been working on, but that's okay. Turn that bad boy off. This is the most confusing, weird little airport. I gotta say. I'm assuming it's that one, so we should get lined up on that one. But I really can't tell. I think I need to power down, though. Get a flap down and get the ball rolling on this bad boy. Yeah, it's totally that runway, but I'm maybe a smidge too high, I would say. See if we can fix that. I think I'm too high. Like way too damn high. Yeah, I was all duh. I wasn't paying attention where I was. Let's just go around. We'll cut back across this and like do a little turn and come back. Oh yeah, I could have done that, couldn't I? I need to practice that. That's a skill I don't really particularly have yet. All right. I think we could safely put some flaps down now and start getting ready. That's looking a fair bit better, isn't it? That I'm like still not going the right direction, but that's okay. This is sloppy. I actually did really good. All right, we're gonna practice that next time we come out. Looking real good. Full flaps. Drifting around a bit. That's pretty much perfect. Pretty much perfect. I love this. Now, I've been wanting to work on landings because I've been kind of sloppy with bigger craft.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta contact ground on
Not bad.
121.65.
Going to 121.65 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
It's fine. It's all good. Yeah, I'd just like to point out that I'm totally not on the right runway. You're correct. That's closed runway. It's fine. The landing is the important part. Here, let's go to the main menu. I'm gonna pull up the slightly fancier Cessna and find a different place to fly. We'll try this slipping. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Just glad people are enjoying this. Oh, should we go to Hawaii? Let's do that. Heck yes. Just kind of fly around. I think that sounds good. Oh, I didn't grab the fancier one. Duh. That's okay. We'll grab it here in a second. I do want to, because I want to mess with that one because it's got the like actual normal Garmin navigator. I feel like it would. I don't know. I mean, obviously it would be awesome at first because you're in freaking Hawaii. But yeah, I mean, it's not like you have very far to go. I mind checking out New Zealand too. That'd be fun. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you really wouldn't have anywhere to look around too much after a while. Right. We're gonna switch to the other plane because I wanted that one. Now that it's loaded all this, I would expect it to load a little quicker. I want the G1000 Navigator version. Okay. We ought to be able to get one flight in on this thing. Fly around a bit and then land. Now that you're talking about the slip thing, that's actually, yeah, I know what that is because they do it in the gliders like crazy. Like that's a very key glider thing, from what I understand. I think I'm actually gonna go up there tomorrow.
Honolulu Tower, Cessna Charlie 2 Delta at runway 8 left, ready for takeoff, departing straight out.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta cleared for takeoff runway 8 left straight out, departure approved.
All right, that's a little fancier.
4 cleared to land runway 8 right. Follow the generic on final. Wind 215 at 5.
Very cool. All right, let's rock this thing.
Cleared to land runway 8 right, Delta 9054.
I finally sat down and tweaked my darn response curve on my pedals, and it's so much better now. Come on. Ah! It's fine. Really cool. I think we couldn't be lifting now. Gotcha. I was wondering what that was. I saw the Garmin on it, but I didn't really know anything about it. So I was kind of like, well, what are you? This is cool.
Delta 954, turn next taxiway.
we can get a little more climb speed out of this bad boy. Go up a few thousand feet and get a nice view.
Delta 905, 4 turn next taxiway.
A little too much. It'll be right about there. Yeah. It's all looking good.
Delta 905, 4 turn next taxiway.
How are we doing here? That's cool. I'm just going to focus on this bit.
Delta 905, 4 turn next taxiway.
I wonder who that is and why they're not doing the thing they're supposed to do.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Honolulu Tower, Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, frequency change. Honolulu approach, Cessna Charlie 2 Delta is type Cessna Skyhawk, 3 miles east of Honolulu. Request flight following.
Maui 7, please expedite your climb to 4,300 feet. Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, Honolulu approach. Squawk 5.
Speed up a little bit.
Squawk 5624 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, radar contact 4 miles east of Honolulu, 2,300 feet. Altimeter 29.92.
Copy, Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Should we like fly over to the other one? I'm sorry, what is that? Is it like an airport over there? I actually didn't check to see how long a flight to one of the other islands would actually take. Get up to like, I don't know. A little bit higher.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, contact Kaneohe approach on 125.0.
125.0 for Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Real pretty.
Kaneohe approach, Cessna Charlie 2 Delta, 3,400 feet.
Jeez, I don't know if that guy's coming in fast enough.
Delta Kaneohe approach, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.92.
Okay, let's level this bad boy out. Wow. Okay. It's pretty big. Like, dang. Oop. Too much. Turbulence or something. Okay. That's pretty good. This autopilot I pretty much know. For the most part. Have it go up a bit. Maybe about 5,000 feet. And then we'll do, which one was it? It was FLC. And I can't remember how you tweak that one on this guy, though, is the only problem. But it looks like it kind of, what's it doing? Interesting. Ah, there we go. What you doing there, buddy? What? What's it doing? I don't know what it's doing. I don't know if we're hitting turbulence. Maybe we are. Are we hitting turbulence? We are passing directly over mountains. I think we're hitting turbulence. Because that was bouncing this thing around. Cool. Very cool. Dude, that's going to be cool when they add gliders to this, because we had a guy one time at the glider port I go to. He was taking off. This is in Southwest Ohio. And he was taking off the long distance glider. He was going to New Jersey in a glider from Southwest Ohio. And I was like, how do you do that? And they were telling me what you do is you thermal your way out until you hit like the ridge lines southeast of us, and then you can literally ride the ridge line all the way to New Jersey. And it's like, that's crazy. Absolutely nuts. This thing is not doing things that I tell it to do. I don't know what it's up to, but it's not the thing that I want. I'm gonna give it some juice. I'm gonna lower its selected error speed to maybe about there. Yeah. I just want to see, because I haven't messed with this one much. I want to see how touchy it is, and it's definitely touchy. We got this awesome view also. Really cool. Terrain is wild. Not what I wanted. I wonder how that's gonna work in VR. Like setting these knobs and dials, because I've got the controllers, but I'm also gonna be like trying to use the flight controllers.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta contact Honolulu approach on 118.3.
It's gonna be weird.
118.3 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta. Honolulu approach Cessna Charlie 2 Delta 5,000 feet.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta Honolulu approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902. 2,000 feet, Maui 7.
I can't believe it's 3 hours between the furthest islands. That's wild. That's really wild. Bring this bad boy back down to normal RPMs. There we go. So this is a cruise configuration.
Contact Honolulu.
Let's take a look at the map.
118.1 inbound.
Looks like that's about it for landing purposes.
Tower on 118.1 Maui 7.
There one over there? I can't even tell. Interesting. There is. That's a little airport. Interesting. See if I can spot it. There's that water. It's going to be like right there at the corner of that water, I'm thinking. Have this bad boy go down a bit, and we'll take a look. Have this come about.
Maui 5, you are 16 miles southeast. Climb and maintain 3,100 feet. Expect our
Wheeler.
right approach.
Alright, we can see it now.
Clear to Penra.
Let's talk to him.
Wheeler Tower, Cessna Charlie 2 Delta is 5 miles northeast with Echo to land.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta Wheeler Tower. Make straight in runway 24.
Okay, we need to
29.9 to wind 215 at 5.
get this guy to go down a bit more
Make
then.
straight in runway 24 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
We're gonna have to take over and actually like control that, because that thing is not going to that's not gonna work. Not happening. Reduce power a bit. Come around. While we descend, we'll just kind of do a
Cessna
circle.
Charlie 2 Delta cleared to land runway 24. Wind 215 at 5.
Cleared to land runway 24 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
Close this little VFR map. We don't need that right now. See what we can accomplish here. Do a nice wide, slow sweep out this way. I don't know what altitude this runway's at, though. It feels like we're already in a pretty good configuration here. Definitely higher than sea level, but not by much. I think those buildings I just saw are like lined up on this bad boy. Let's come about so we don't crash into anything. Because regardless of what we're doing here, we're going to have to make some adjustments. All right, let's cut power. We're essentially on final at the moment. It was a little high. This might be the moment to do one of those there slips we were speaking of. Also get that last flap down. So it's just literally like rudder and then opposite. I see. Okay, okay. It's kind of a thing working on here.
500.
Gotta like not screw my incoming up. Really need to get slow. I think we need to do a go around. I don't know, we might be able to pull this off. We'll try. Yeah. Hey. How about
Cessna
that?
Charlie 2 Delta exit runway when able.
That was freaking great. Nice. Thank you for telling me that. Yep, that is 100% the thing the glider people do. Like, very, very proficiently.
Cessna Charlie 2 Delta contact ground on 121.85.
Going to 121.85 Cessna Charlie 2 Delta.
That was freaking awesome. Okay. Yeah, they're like hyper aggressive with it. Where is this having me go here? Am I literally just parking right here? I've got like little dudes out there. Okay. I think those are my dudes, but it told me to park here, so I'm gonna park here. Well, that was really cool. That completely saved that landing. Also, it's amazing how short of a landing you can do in this little thing. Like, dang. That was like nothing. Nothing at all. That was basically like the reverse of how the Pitts takes off, where you go like 5 feet and then you just descend vertically or ascend vertically into the air. So that was fun. I will say it's getting a little late here where I am, and like I said, I'm probably going to go out to the glider port at least in the morning. But I think I'm going to come back in the afternoon and do some more of this, because I'm going to grill them all for information. Because they have a couple of Cubs, so maybe tomorrow I'll be flying Cubs. Yeah, that could be good. So I want to grill them for information. Maybe like get a look-see inside there at the real thing. I don't think I've ever looked inside. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and stop for now. I should be on tomorrow afternoon or evening, I'm not sure. And yeah, I'm going to be flying that Cub, I think, because I'm going to be in the mood for it. We'll find some cool places for it. Anyway, hope you all have been enjoying. Oh, I know they will be. 100%. I at least I think so. With all this COVID stuff, I don't know. I'm going to bring one of my actual N95 masks along with me. I think that would be the thing to do if I'm going to go up with someone, because that protects both of us pretty darn well at that point. I actually have a full half-face respirator with P100 discs on it, but it doesn't protect anyone around you because you breathe out through it. I need to come up with something for that, but I think I'll just take an N95. So, I don't know. I'll see what I can accomplish. Maybe I can go up tomorrow. Anyway, thank you all again for stopping out and watching. I always appreciate it. I'm glad you're all enjoying, and I appreciate all the tips, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. So have a good one.